Yo's me, your boy, Shonen Boy, here today. I'm here today to review the latest episode of One Piece, episode 1061, and oh my god, this episode is amazing, like, masterpiece, like, holy shit, this episode is so good, like, hats off to the animators, and the art, and the animation, whoever did this, it's amazing, the voice acting, like, everything was on point. This episode is like up there with one of the best episodes of One Piece. Last week's episode was really good with Zoro versus King, but this episode is on another level. Like, oh my god, this episode is so good. The animation and art is on point. They've been advertising the shit out of this episode on like Twitter, saying that this episode is going to be really good. You know, tune in. This is going to be so good. It's going to blow your minds. And yeah. And they've been saying on Twitter that, One Piece is going to dominate in 2023. And it's going to be, like, really good. And the next couple episodes that are going to come out for the One Piece anime is going to be so good. Like, we got Sanji versus Queen, the ending of Sanji versus Queen for this episode. And we got the ending of Zoro versus King. And then we got another couple of episodes until, Gear 5 Luffy. And I cannot wait for that. It's going to be so good. I cannot wait for Gear 5 Luffy. But anyways, moving on. So we start off this episode with Germa 66, and we see the clones, and we see Sanji's family, and what Germa 66 is all about. And we see the DNA, we see the logo of Germa 66, and we see the history of Sanji's family. And Sanji does not want to be connected to his family because he does not like his family. He does not like his dad or his brothers. He likes Reiju, his sister, but like the rest of his family, like, he does not like them at all. And he destroys the raid suit. He steps on his raid suit and destroys the raid suit, and like, he's gonna fight Queen on his own merits. He's not gonna use the Germa 66 technology anymore because he does not like using the raid suit. He does not like getting help from his family, from Germa 66, and using that technology and everything like that. He's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Screw that. I'm going to fight Queen on my own merits. I'm going to defeat him, with my own strength. I'm not going to have help from my, dad and my brothers and Germa 66. Like, no way. And he destroys his raid suit, and, Queen's like, why did you do that? Why did you destroy your raid suit? You were so much stronger with your raid suit. You could have been so much stronger. And Sanji's like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna fight you on my own merits, and I'm gonna defeat you on my own merits, and with my own strength. And they're about to square off again, and we find out in this episode that Queen has the same abilities as Sanji's brothers, and we see that Queen is charging up his move, and we see he uses sparking red, and that's Ichi's move, where he used like laser beam eyes, and he can shoot laser beams, and they make explosions, and it looks really cool in this episode. And yeah. And then we have a flashback of, not last week's episode, but the week before, where Sanji thinks that he hit that girl, and she was trying to find her mouse, her pet mouse, and, Sanji thinks that he hit this lady. I honestly can't remember her name, but she thinks that Sanji hit, her, and Sanji thinks that he hit her, and it was a big, like, moment for Sanji, because that's his like code, because like he's always been taught to never hit a woman, and he thinks that he just hurt this woman, and that was a big thing for for Sanji. And and all the other girls are going at him, saying, how dare you hit this lady, and they're like throwing shit at him, and he's just like, did I actually hurt this lady? Like, what the hell? So he was really cut up about that. So yeah. And then we go back to the fight, and Queen does, sparking, blue, and he hits, Sanji with Niji's ability, where he can, electrify his nose. Like, he electrifies his, nose, and he hits Sanji in the stomach, and he creates, like, electric shock all over his body, and Sanji's just like, oh, like, he gets really hurt by this. And he thinks back and he's like, this is Niji's move. Like, oh my god, this is Niji. And he has all the same moves as my brothers. And, Queen explains that he's researched the Germa 6 technology thoroughly. And he has all their moves. And you can't beat me. I have all of your moves and everything like that. I'm better than you. And, yeah. And then, then he goes in for another sparking, red, and Sanji starts zipping around the battlefield, dodging the blast, and looks really, really cool. And then we see he charges up, the electricity punch, and, Sanji goes in with a kick, and they both clash, and it looks so good. Like, oh my god, this part of the episode was so cool. And, yeah. And then we see that Queen also has Wenching Green, which is Yonji's move, and he grabs Sanji with his mechanical arm and starts swinging around Sanji, and we see a picture of like Yonji doing the same thing. He has like a mechanical arm as well, and he's like crashing Sanji into the walls, and he pins Sanji down, and then we get a close up of Sanji's face, and he goes like flame on, and he does like a flaming kick, and he destroys Queen's arm, and I'm just like, hey yo, this is looking really good, oh my god. And then Sanji lands, and he looks at Queen all menacing like, and it's just like, and Queen's just like, it's just like, I love that part where like Sanji looks at Queen all menacing like, and Queen's just like, like, he gets a bit scared of Sanji, and he lights his foot on fire and goes in for a kick, and it's just like, oh my god, this looks so cool. And he kicks Queen, and Queen goes flying, and it's just like, oh damn son. But Queen gets up pretty easily. Like, he gets up pretty easily from that attack. He is like sweating a little bit from that attack, but he's okay. And Sanji is like thinking back to his family, and he's like, I hate my dad, and I hate the Germa 6, and I've accepted what happened in the past, but like he still feels like he's connected to Germa 6 regardless. And we also see that that our Queen also has Sanji's ability to turn invisible. So like Queen turns invisible, and we see that the girl that Sanji thought that he hit comes out to find her little mouse pet, and Queen sees her, and we get a little bit of backstory for this girl, that like Queen liked her, and that she was the second person that Queen ever liked, because Komurasaki was Queen's first love, and Queen loved Komurasaki, but Komurasaki is now dead. He thinks that Komurasaki is dead, and now this girl is like his like second, like his second favorite, and he has like a bit of a backstory, confessing his love to this girl, but this girl like rejected him, and Queen is a bit cut up by that, and Queen is like, I want revenge, and he's gonna like kill this girl for like not going out with him, which is kind of like fucked up. So yeah, this one-sided love from Queen to this girl, and this girl's just like, nah, I'm not, I don't want that, I don't want you. So yeah, so he's not happy about that, and he's about to go in for the for the kill, I guess you could say, to kill this lady. and Sanji sees that Queen's about to attack this lady, and this is so cool. This is the part of the episode was just like, oh my god. Sanji goes in, he goes flame on, and he coats his whole entire body in a fire, and he starts spinning around, and his leg turns on. His leg turns blue, like he has blue fire, and he goes to strike Queen, and he hits Queen, and it was just like, oh my god, this was the part of the episode where it's just like, this episode is masterful, like masterpiece. This episode is so good. At this moment, I saw this, and I was just like, hey yo, this is so cool. Getting to see Sanji having blue fire, it was like, oh my god. So yeah, and he lands, and he's like protecting the girl, like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then Sanji goes in, and this is where it starts to get a bit weird. The animation and art starts to get weird. It's like the whole Luffy versus Luffy Snake Man episode, where it goes all like weird, rough, like sort of like sketching and all that sort of stuff. And Sanji's going in, fighting Queen, and he has a flashback of his life, and being connected to his Germa 66, and he's like breaking free of his attachment to Germa 66 and his family. And we see, him at the Baratier kneeling, and we see his mask, his helmet is, cracking, and it's like breaking into pieces, and he sees Zeph, as in a flashback, and he's just reminiscing about his life, and he sees the Straw Hats, and he runs off to the Straw Hats. You see Luffy, and we get the final clash between King and Sanji. Queen and Sanji. And they both go in, and Sanji goes in with his kick, and our Queen goes in, and it goes manga panels, where it goes all that sketchy manga panels, and they both go in, and it's just like, hey yo, and Sanji kicks Queen, and Queen goes flying, and he goes off Onigashima, and flies away, and and that's basically the end of the episode. Sanji finds Juji, hands Juji to the girl, and he remembers that he also had a pet mouse when he was growing up, and we get a flashback of his mother's grave and of Reiju, and the narrator comes on and said Sanji has won the fight, and it was just like, hey yo, this episode is like phenomenal, like holy shit, like it is definitely one of the best episodes of One Piece, and one of the best fights in One Piece, and I love it to death. It is so good, and I cannot wait to see what is coming next. I know that next episode is going to be Zoro versus King, and the ending of Zoro versus King. I heard that it's going to be delayed, not until, I don't think it's coming out next week. I think it'll be coming out the week after. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's going to come out the week after, not this week, next week. So next week, I think. I don't think it will be coming out until like the week after. I heard it's going to be delayed, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but and I cannot wait to see Zoro versus King and the ending of that fight, and then we're on to Gear 5 Luffy. It's going to be so good. But anyways, this is your boy Shonen Boy signing out. Like, comment, and subscribe. What was your favorite part about this episode? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? If you dislike this episode, I highly doubt that you're a fan, because this episode was pretty damn good. But and what do you think this episode? Is it better than all the other episodes? Is it your favorite, or do you think it's still pretty damn good, but it's not the best? Honestly, I think it's not the best episode, but I definitely think it's one of the best episodes of One Piece. So but anyways, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later, and have an awesome day.